fool me again.
Can't fool me again.
Can't fool me again.
Can't fool me again.
Hold me down for a very long time.
In the
Can't
corner.
buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time.
You can't fool me again.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch off line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you in no at you. Go be money, miss you, we in the liquor at you. Use the youth, them money, miss a must a man to start you. Say we like a catch you, but they got enough to got you. Take this kid of money, got long and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him, I got up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some fly well like a pot too. My singers and DJs and such a beat that's coming at you. It burn me, 300% free. It burn me, garbage pile up the day. It burn me, give the teacher them raise. It burn me, I see corruption fees. It burn me, mash down the people them out. It burn me, every day appear arms out. It burn me, appear money them a thief. It burn me, and them a sell out with each. Can't fool me again.
Peer money them a thief. Peer money them a thief. That song, I like that song there, you know. People, me have something to share with you guys. Something to share with you guys. Me I'll show you where the money there. $1 trillion people. Gone in the last 10 years cannot be accounted for. Jamaican people, $1 trillion. Them boy, I take them boy and have no heart. Leave our hospital without MRI machine, CT scan and burn unit. The boy them just close on a school, you know, like the only school for special need people, them shut it down so them don't have money. Them boy have no heart. $100 million US, $15.4 billion gone from CAP, Clarendon Lumina Production Limited. Them boy don't have no heart. Police and teacher can't get no pay raise, and nurses can't get no pay raise. Jesus. Them boy don't have no heart. Come around and talk about them have no budget for health care, them have no budget for road, and no budget for national security because parents sacrifice, parents make the sacrifice that the poor people they make suffer and sacrifice, you know. Because they want to pay off this big debt what them have to pay off. It could be like Barbados or hold off and paying the debt, you know. Them claims them not pay off this debt, but we don't have to pay off so fast while the people them suffer. Claims we make sacrifice because they want to look good than some other people, yeah. But them don't make no sacrifice. Them don't make no sacrifice. Them still bend we and take 300% raise. This year the Prime Minister will be getting 300% raise. This year the Prime Minister and others will be tapping out on 300% raise. Them not no hard people. $1 trillion gone. 10-year period. How the Prime Minister office look mucky. Tufton office look mucky. People might take from we in the people. Boy, I got jail for it, boy. Some boy now got jail for this boy family. Let me play some for now. Make a listen to this. I don't think I get no mad, you know. Very angry. I'm not a liar. Madman. Every little thing they have no money here, there, and everywhere, family. Shut down the school for special need the other day. Just the other day, kids with autism. Them defund the school, make the school run out of money. It's just like when a car run out of gas and just run until it coasts and the wheel come to a complete halt. That's what them did to the school. Last December, the people not get no pay. Can't pay utilities and maintenance. Kid people and them picnic come to school Monday morning. Find us the school now open. Now keep no communication with teachers and school administrators. They just treat everybody like a piece of dog. Them not have no heart. But here what them are do, people. Listen to this.
The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the $1 trillion question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health Ministries. Mrs. Monroe Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013 to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately...
People, at the private office, I'm talk about it. At private office, I'm talk about it, people. People, them all live lavish off how we look like, people. We can't get better look for the hospital than people upon ground. Tell me, say some of them boy must go to prison for their money. Tell me, say them boy must go to prison for their money, family. It no matter who you vote for, me say, if a P touch it, if a J touch it, because a 10-year period. Them this administration are normal, no people. Listen.
No appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary. She says the issue begins and ends with the permanent secretaries.
The permanent secretary needs to make sure that after 4 months when the year ends, she sends her report to Parliament to say, what have we done with the people's money? All right. When that don't happen, Delia, who's supposed to come and say, what are gone? The people who get the report.
Yes.
Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money.
Sure.
How much money we're talking about? Just a little bit under $700 billion. And that is a report that they have gotten every year for the last 10 years till it add up to $700 billion.
Wicked.
What is the work our parliamentarians are doing for us?
She says what needs to be done is for citizens to understand the accountability framework, because only then will people be truly held accountable for the crisis facing the country.
Who do we call for? The first time something goes wrong. The minister. Gentle folks, there are 7. No, Simone, that's the thing. There are 17 people in government with more teeth than a minister to sanction and to hold people to account. We don't know them things, Delia. So when these things go wrong, who we call? The political representative, who in the law has the least amount of power to do something about sanctioning and holding people to account.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with your eyes, sister?
People don't understand where I'm going there. Teeth.
Sanctioning and holding people to account.
Councillor for the Morant Bay Division in St. Thomas, Ron Bryan, is calling for the...
People, all the video are going to while ago. People are pay got them, I got the country. People are rob them, I rob the grand picnic money. Me don't care which side they depend people, them I got the country. $1 trillion people. Almost $1 billion out of the Prime Minister's office. Tufton him. Did the integrity report come out and Tufton office? $400 million all now can't give account for. Nowhere you want them to figure out. People them have got the country. They must go to jail. People just do this and not going nowhere, people. And them still attack. And they take 300% raise. But them are telling school youth them say they must sacrifice. They must tell we say we must make. Tell me say they're not wicked. No MRI, no CT scan, no burn unit. Tell me say they're not cruel people. Tell me say wicked leaders like this must be go unpunished. You tell me, my people. You tell me if cruel leaders like this must go unpunished. No MRI machine, no CT scan, no burn unit. $1 trillion. You know that's another big country. We're about another $100 million US from CAP, which is $15.4 billion. Money this a dash. People have the money. All them do like my teeth it, not spending it on the people. Bridge in Jamaica tear down and say they have money for build a bridge. Me soon have to use wood to make bridge. I think like bridge, you know, in Jamaica pop down. They say they don't have money if you make a bridge. I would miss Jamaica people use make bridge. They don't have no money for this and not no money for that. Social housing. Prime Minister walk on the country and give 1 and 2 people house key. Pan camera forget likes and vote out it. Before the man build housing scheme for people, low income people, that's called social housing. Not just go one person as upon camera like you're doing something. Open up a big housing scheme for poor people. You have trillions of dollars. Leak out, over the decades, just like this. People, over $1 trillion in a 10-year period. Tell me, say them people they must tell where the money there. Tell me, say they must come tell me where the money there. Tell me, say they must come tell me where the money there, people. People in busy way of vote for today. People in a busy way of vote for start putting man and party before your country. What is the worth? Yeah, that or what? What is the move forward? What I mean, like seriously. If we continue this way, people, we're not going to have a good country. We're not going to have a good country. They don't deserve 300% raise because they never hungry people. They don't deserve 300% raise. They're never hungry. And what the people call us and say, they're never hungry. They come out and tell us they're hungry. And they deserve the money so they could perform. And how much money they might take. Eh? Nobody now got prison for this. Eh? No, man, just have to play one more time to backside, man, for the one who doesn't come, man. Eh? This need crowd.
Portal JAMP views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer.
Trillions.
How was the money spent? That's the $1 trillion question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between 2 ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister.
They might hinder the auditor, even the Office of the Prime Minister. I'm gonna jump out like they love Jamaica. I'm gonna spend this and I broke that the ground. I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna build that. First 100-day promise to come true. So this time I come with other things to fool you. Jamaica is in serious trouble, you know. Jamaica is in serious trouble, you know. Them brothers look like them going to officers with tech and in our heart. People is a heart them to have. Them just close on a school the other day for special needs kids. Government said them don't have the money to fund it. Government defunded this school. When teachers and parents show up at school with the kids, they find out that the school lack. No communication with schools, no communication with parents. Parents only found out and teacher when they come to school. Because government defund them, they couldn't pay for keep the lights on, utilities. They couldn't pay for maintenance, couldn't pay the teachers. The teachers them said they went last Christmas without pay. while these guys here sit down and 300% raise. How wicked them is. Let me tell you something, man. There should be no mercy for the merciless. God not sleep, you know. God not sleep. Make we listen here while going out of the Prime Minister's office. And I can look vote for people. When they want 4 more years, so what? Mash up everything, people. Road not fix. You know, hear the Prime Minister say, he never have no budget to fix the road. Because he want to save money to pay the debt. You know, you never hear the Prime Minister say that. You know, you hear the video. The Prime Minister say, no budget for health care, no budget for Ministry of National Security, no budget nowhere. But they hear them say it because they must save it up, the money for pay the debt. But they so lie them be. Because them come tell me, say them spend the most on everything. I would say, oh no, say them spend the most on police that take car, take taxi, go on road, crime scene. You hear it at the Prime Minister mouth now when they talk to the youths them about what type of sacrifice the youths, them parents make, which enable him to pay down the debt. When not to pay down so fast while others suffer. We sacrifice to pay down the debt. No road, no fix your car mash up. Hospital people dead, like my father. And many more. People, crime are kill with people because Andrew want to pay down the debt and not give the police what they want. How wicked people them. But guess who has sacrificed? Me and you. Blood sacrifice, because we family are dead. Now give the police no budget for national security. But who come tell us say, we spend the most on what? And this and that. That means the whole time they was lying to us. And you always come out, come tell me, you know. Say there's no budget for that because they must save the money, make the sacrifice. They tell the students, say, your parents have made the sacrifice. When the same student, they must make sacrifice too. Because parents can't adequately feed them. They not suffer too. And parents can't clothe them and house them. Youth them not suffer too. When the youth them are talk about, them parents make the sacrifice. When the youth them make sacrifice most of all. The youth them. Come on, you have the last bull and take your youth them. And your youth them family. And this man come on, come tell the youth them say, them parents make sacrifice. But guess who never make the sacrifice? Them. Because even though things is rough, them still take out 300% raise. While we make sacrifice and no budget, no for this and no that, and everything mash up. Them a take 300% raise. People who don't see they're wicked. I know with face. But them do that because some of Jamaica people stupid. And we not pay attention to what go on. We go back and we support this nonsense of $1 trillion gone. So we are support party for. Every man rap for you and a man that got prison. A party you love. You imagine to get another term of this? A termite.
News.
The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer.
Wicked.
How was the money spent? That's the $1 trillion question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between 2 ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM.
Jesus.
Those ministries are the Education and Health Ministries. Mrs. Monroe.
Education and Health Ministry. Prime Minister Office, Flavel Office, Tufton Office. It's not the first we hear about foul play and some frauds from Tufton Office. The last time we hear about the Integrity Commission report, it was $400 million missing from Tufton Office. I mean, I also hear when I was reading the thing that they funnel money from the Ministry of Health to some other ministry that have nothing to do with health. Then people are wicked. Sacrifice where sacrifice, while them take 300% raise. $1 trillion. Like we broke up, we want a raise so we can perform good. But look here, and them take $1 trillion gone. Them rich man.
It's noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013 to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done.
No wonder why school are locked down and teacher now get paid. You money look like that leak out somewhere. That's why the school never mash up so, you know. That's everything I mash up so people. The money they no account for the money. When foreign money come to Jamaica, they just think they have for them, they just pocket it. Them not have no heart, my people. No mercy for the merciless. God not sleep.
Was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said that the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary. She says the issue begins and ends with the permanent secretary.
The permanent secretary needs to make sure that after 4 months when the year ends, she sends her report to Parliament to say, what have we done with the people's money? All right. When that don't happen, Delia, who's supposed to come and say, what are gone? The people who get the report.
Yes.
Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money.
Correct.
How much money we're talking about? Just a little bit under $700 billion. And that is a report that they have gotten every year for the last 10 years till it add up to $700 billion.
People.
What is the work our parliamentarians are doing for us?
She says what needs to be done is for citizens to understand the accountability framework, because only then will people be truly held accountable for the crisis facing the country.
Who do we call for? The first time something goes wrong. The minister. Gentle folks, there are 7. No, Simone, that's the thing. There are 17 people in government with more teeth than a minister to sanction and to hold people to account. We don't know them things that they do. So when these things go wrong, who we call? The political representative, who in the law has the least amount of power to do something about sanctioning and holding people to account.
Jesus, people. People here what going to people. Hospital no nothing, people upon ground, people, no medicine, no MRI machine, no CT scan, no burn unit. Bridges after bridges in Jamaica tear down and say they don't have no money to fix it. People, them handing deep. Nobody now got people. No, you see the reason why we protest up here, so. You see the reason why we protest, people. I hope my Jamaican people might get the strength and protest against corruption and crime. None but ourselves can free our mind. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. And the British High Commission and the US Embassy just tell us that. So this corruption thing, and we have to fight it. And that them say. Home and abroad, them say we must hold them accountable. People, the British High Commission and the US Embassy say for anything to be done about corruption, we have to take the fight to them. Yard and abroad. So basically what I'm telling us that FBI now come, Scotland Yard now come. We always are sitting and depend upon people to come solve the problem. They now come. So the both of them are say the same thing when Marcus Garvey say, where Bob Marley echo, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Only we alone can do it, people. We have to go stand up, people. We don't stand up over here without fear. This is history, it never happened before. We stand up on behalf of Jamaican people, crime and corruption people, and now we are here this. People, this is after the protest. People, this is after the protest where I hear this. People, this is after the protest where I hear this, people. After the protest where I hear this, people. $1 trillion, people. People, $1 trillion. On the grand picnic money. More than my people that borrow money every day from IMF. On the grand picnic I pay for. When my boy I take, Jesus Christ, God Almighty. $1 trillion gone, no accountability, but them borrow money everywhere. Borrow money. For do what? Take it. So much grants come to Jamaica in the big sea. They wouldn't give the people. So much people lose them houses and them shop and their apartment in the big sea in Jamaica because them not work. So many people lose them cars and a lot of things because the government would help them with the help that them get. And lift up the people them with some and show them some compassion and love. And when I listen, I want you guys listen to something I make you hear again, you know. Because this Prime Minister want everybody to sacrifice and make sacrifice, but him, in bread butter. He does him. He want everybody to make the sacrifice, but him, there's no sacrifice coming from his part. He want everybody to sacrifice. He want the police and the teacher them sacrifice. He tell the teacher them, tell the teacher themselves to practice fiscal prudence. Remember that. And usher the teacher them out of the negotiation room by threatening them and telling them that if they don't collect this little money by the end of March, the end of fiscal year, it's like, we don't know when we can go and raise again. Shake off the teacher them are gone, and when the teacher them take a little package because them are struggle and look behind them, guess what happened? Them creep up 300% for themselves. They're wicked, man, not a conscience. I want to watch these people and listen to this. This is where Prime Minister go talk to some students. I will listen when I tell these students them say, yeah? Listen. They must damn steak and lobster and you they must damn ton cornmeal and so food.
First generation of students in a long time, that will be entering an economy locally where you will be quickly absorbed. But you are also the first generation in a long time that will be able to expand the GDP of the country by virtue of your production.
Listen.
What has happened to us as a people for a very long time is that there is a disconnection between what we expect to be paid and what we actually produce. I don't want this.
People, I want to hear what the Prime Minister is saying. I did look at youth, them mind and go to school and try condition to stay in a low budget life, poor life, you know, and not strive for better, you know. If should I tell you themselves to get people what them know and not what them do, go to school and get the education and have to hold on a job. I want you to listen to what the Prime Minister is saying now. I'm going to play a couple of tapes so you guys, you know. I'm going to show you something, you know, people. No wake up, you know. And I'm going to make this up, you know. All right.
Is that there is a disconnection between what we expect to be paid and what we actually produce. I don't want this generation of Jamaicans to go out into the labor market with that mentality. Because if you were to migrate and go somewhere else, it would be a totally different mentality.
Here?
You would be holding down 2 or 3 jobs because the more output you give, the more you expect to be paid. We want you to have that same productive mentality right here in Jamaica, to do more with your time and your effort, to work smarter with your time and your effort, to understand that you're going to increase output and that is the only way that you're going to increase your pay.
I want to hear me tell you them say, when them get pay raise and tell we say, yes, now we are going to work hard, you get what you pay for. I want to understand the reverse. When the brain of work on the youth them so. I want to listen and tell you them say, remember when them take them 300% raise, them tell us that them need this money so them can work harder. I want to understand how them wicked people, these people need to be fired. I want to know we're about $1 trillion. I'm a teacher youth them to become a dumbing down the youth them mentality and mind. Listen, people.
And your effort to understand that you're going to increase output and that is the only way that you're going to increase your pay.
I program them for them hotel there and them call center, the service industry. It's not the first time I talk about service. This is 4 days ago. I can finish listening.
It's not the length of service that entitles you to more pay.
Hear me?
It is the
term of service, time spent. When you guys call it something in Jamaica, it's something in a service. When take it from police, teacher, at Jamaica, years of service. You hear me talk about say your seniority don't mean nothing. This is what the Prime Minister is simply saying to the youth, them, you know. That people, I was a shop steward. Don't ramp with seniority at my job. Seniority at my job mean everything. It mean more pay, more overtime pay, day off if you want to come off early. You can bump somebody time. You can bump somebody shift. You have seniority. Time spent mean a lot to a company. Over a boy who just come there 2 years ago, you did it 10, 15, 20 years. Which boy who just come there a couple years ago can talk to you when they're much years? Eh? You know what value you are to that company? So you're the prime minister telling people, them say, your years of service at the job don't mean nothing. Guys, listen for yourself. I pick them and talk to you, know. Dumbing down the nation, getting them prepared for the nonsense we're going to deal with.
Your time and your effort. To understand that you're going to increase output, and that is the only way that you're going to increase your pay.
Work like slave.
It is not the length of service that entitles you to more pay.
And what if you hear man I say? People who live at far in the job. Nobody live on the job for years. Nobody can talk to no. Nobody can be so bright, can downplay your seniority. People, a union job, I work in America, you know, union job. And as a shop steward, you can't play with people's seniority. It means a lot. So it means more pay. Yes, it means more pay. A boy we just start last week, but take a time for balance out. And even then, you might balance out and get the same pay with him. It might max out to you, but you might get the same pay with him. But you get more overtime. If there's an overtime given out, the people with the more seniority can say yes to overtime or no to overtime. If you want to go home early, the rookie who don't want to go home early, you don't want to do the overtime, well, him have to go do the overtime because you have enough seniority to say, me don't want to do the overtime, make the rookie do the overtime. Or if you feel like you want the overtime and the rookie want the overtime, you can send on the rookie. You take the overtime because you have more seniority. Yes, seniority means more money, more pay. Guys, the prime minister is not telling the youth them the truth. He might dumb down them brain. Remember, me was a shop steward, I'm a job in a man.
To understand that you're going to increase output, and that is the only way that you're going to increase your pay. It is not the length of service that entitles you to more pay.
Right.
It is the productivity of your work that will entitle you to more pay.
They might clap for that, you know. People, them man never, when the man come out, come get them 300% raise. They say get paid for what you do. And you get paid for what you get what you pay for. And now they must say, boy, now the MP, they must work harder and harder. Wagwan Mark Renaissance, Cameron. Wagwan my boss. So that is 4 years ago and 4 days ago, now, people. That's 4 days ago. That right there is 4 days ago. That thing goes tell you them to sacrifice, think about labor, think about service. In my program, them for service industry, you know, and that him I do. So don't worry about pay. Your time and the job no mean that the more pay. What is I'm gonna tell the people them say? Andrew Owens have a whole job anywhere else but politics on him ban. The man know him I say, tell nobody say. Me say if Andrew Owens have a whole other job anywhere else but politics. Does the man know him I tell you them say? But look here, may I show you something?
That they are required.
That, what me just play for you, was 4 days ago. I'm going to show you under the first, him have a pattern of going to school and a condition the youth them brain to be a low budget generation. Listen, people may do video and this already come and pay attention to these things. Now, what me just play for you 4 days ago. No, this is 2 years ago. And it's a year and a half. It's from 2022. Okay, listen.
Service even if respect is not forthcoming.
Hold on, listen.
They are required to give service even if respect is not forthcoming. But it starts with you. It starts.
Required to give service if respect is not forthcoming. Okay. Service industry talk them the people. Hotel, my program the youth and condition the youth them brain. For second for less pittance. Don't worry about the pay. Worry about service. Then never tell themselves that when they take with 300% raise from me. Listen.
They are required to give service even if respect is not forthcoming. But it starts with you. It starts with you taking that posture of service. This program will be successful and you as young people will distinguish yourself and will be successful in whatever you do, not just this program, in whatever you do, if you adopt a posture of service.
People, this are 2022. The one that just played for you 4 days ago. So I walk around the schools, I tell you themselves, adapt a posture of service. Years of service don't mean more pay. No worry about pay, you must work. I want you guys listen to this, come going somewhere. I school him there, man. At all.
In whatever you do, not just this program, in whatever you do, if you adopt a posture of service. And in that posture of service, one of the things that will distinguish you is if you go the extra mile.
Extra mile.
There are some people who come to work and they work to pay.
Listen.
Meaning where they pay their pay stop, that's where their service stops.
Listen. People, listen. A service and work and money matter about at the second school, listen. These are different school, people. And it's at 2022. So if you listen to the Prime Minister go round a program the youth them for hotel jobs, call center jobs. Don't worry about the $2 pay raise, man. Service. And you're a service don't mean say you'll get more pay. Stay poor. When him want everybody sacrifice, while we are going to sacrifice, because him said there was no budget for Ministry of National Security, there was no budget for the roads, there was no budget for health care because I paid on the debt. But every day them count and say we spend the most on this. But we say, oh, you spend the most on this, I want to see it reflect nowhere. But him go tell you them that now say him that in a sacrifice. And then never take the sacrifice and take 300% raise. Look how them wicked.
If you want to get ahead in your job, if you want to be identified as a performer, as being productive, go the extra mile.
Extra mile.
Go the extra mile.
Sacrifice. People, now show us something, man.
That they are required.
It was the thing that easy, pal. When I play them, man. May I show you some people. You hear what I say right there, so? It's always about sacrifice. You must go the extra mile. Service, and don't worry about this, don't worry about that, worry about service. He even said that 4 days ago. He said years of service no mean more pay. That's a nonsense. You talk to people who have them job, who sit down in them job and them have them seniority. You play with people, you're mad, some people not play with that, you know. Years of service at a job means something. Mean a lot, people, that's your seniority. So what the Prime Minister want to tell you right, so seniority don't mean nothing. So what happened to the workforce? Nah, man, who should I worry about this, man? Who should I worry about this, man? Women say, should I worry? I don't know, but I mean, you must don't want, you know. You must don't want people. Trust me. You must don't want. But anyway, I'm going to play something for you. If somebody just play a while ago, it's always service and sacrifice. Only you do this and no worry about pay and stuff like that. Worry about pay after you do service first and then pay after. Only must blah, 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 bloom, bloom, blam, blam. I want you to understand. But we are listening to this now. I want to listen to this. Because, listen, when it comes to them, people, a steak and lobster they must eat, but them local youth must eat so food and then their family must sacrifice. No budget for this, no budget for that. Him say it all the time about people. Sacrifice.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Make your politician a sacrifice. Make you about the sacrifice they make while all of us make sacrifice.
ATA and Police Federation outraged by apparent inequality as their wage review issues continue.
People, this is 8 months ago. 8 months ago when them take their money I want you guys listen to this and how them take their money and how them feel when they get their money. They want everybody to put in service first, labor first, work first, and then you get a raise. But when it comes to them people, it's totally reverse. They want the raise first and then the expectation of politicians to do work after. Me have the tape right now. Coming out like on nobody. So people, how's the job performance of a politician in the constituency since them get raised? What am I do? I think it's worse. I think after the 300% raise, these guys get worse. Worse. Listen how them treat the people must come out of office and wicked, heartless. Heartless set of people them. And brawling with the corruption in our face.
And later in sports, Windies A in control versus Bangladesh A in unofficial first test.
Listen.
I'm Shane Masters, and here are the details. No celebrations over here. That's how Information Minister Robert Morgan described the mood in cabinet and among government members of parliament following the massive pay increase announced for the political directorate yesterday. Minister Morgan, who was speaking at post-cabinet press briefing this morning, sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens. Jamila Maitland reports.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in salary effective April 1, 2023. And by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he was earning.
People, I want to understand what I want. So a lot of times the people have put the 200% raise. Stop it. It's 300% raise. In them still get increase while everybody else pay freeze. While they have no budget for this, that, and then everybody has sacrifice. Them have a pay increase. While the youth them go and tell about worry about service, work, and then worry about pay after. Them have pay increase. Them take the money and I tell you say them go work after. They take the money and tell me say no, we're gonna say we work after, and it attract this, that, and that to politics. People, me say they're wicked. Remember Carlos tell you that.
Cabinet press briefing this morning sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens. Jamila Maitland reports.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in salary effective April 1, 2023. And by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he was earning in 2021. The announcement, which has been sending alarm bells across the island, the massive pay increase announced for the political directorate. Information Minister Robert Morgan, in justifying the figures, say they were arrived at by a decades-old policy.
The structure that was outlined many decades ago said that ministers of cabinet should be $53 above permanent secretaries. Permanent secretaries got a significant increase, which reached a particular level. We did not interfere with the structure that was operating for the last 20-odd years. So it's not a case where the government got up and said, okay, we're gonna just give the ministers.
People are greedy, them greedy. Because the President of America got 30 years, the president's salary, 30 years the last time the salary, before them raised it last time. 30 years. The President of America salary before they raised it. It was 200,000, now it's 400,000. Look, it was 30 years before they raised the salary. Now these guys, you think them easy? It's all a bunch of bandit them, wicked.
A massive increase.
Listen.
It is an increase that is predicated on the formula that has been accepted and used for the last 20-odd years in government.
But are the raises simply out of touch with the realities of the Jamaican society?
We're not celebrating an increase.
Yeah.
The increase comes as part of a public sector transformation process.
Some unions are already criticizing the salary increases comparing it to that of public sector workers like teachers, police officers, and healthcare workers.
Yeah.
But Minister Morgan hit back, saying under the new regime, they too received increases. Now, he says greater pressure and scrutiny will be placed on the politicians to carry out their jobs.
The excuse of not being paid well is off the table. What needs to happen now, and the Prime Minister was very clear about it, is that MPs and ministers, and I think on both sides of the aisle, now have an ultimate responsibility to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica. Even
I want you to tell, when my Prime Minister was telling the youth, them, you know, war about service and money after. They might get the money and I talk about, all right, we're going to try work after. People, when they listen to them and I say, the man represent the government, I say, Prime Minister was even clear on that. No MP going to work. They take the money first, work after. Now they might tell the youth, them say, don't worry about money, man. You know, years of on the job don't mean more money. Don't worry about money. Worry about service, man. Sacrifice.
Hit back, saying under the new regime, they too received increases. Now, he says greater pressure and scrutiny will be placed on the politicians to carry out their jobs.
The excuse of not being paid well is off the table.
Listen. No, they can't work.
What needs to happen now, and the Prime Minister was very clear about it, is that MPs and ministers, and I think on both sides of the aisle,
see a Prime Minister, I tell you,
now have an ultimate responsibility to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica, even more than they were doing before, that we are working for them.
No, people. So then take the money first. And he might say, the Prime Minister say, no, them are got this and that, and them are work now. But then him tell the youth them, worry about service. Them are people are wicked. Wicked, 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 wicked. Take 300% raise when teacher don't get no money. I mean, I listen to them a type of 300% raise and I grind out the country people. 300% raise. Those wicked set of people them. 300% raise and now me I hear them a thing. They never need a raise, people. Me tell them already never need a raise. Enough of them people are rich and have property, offshore account, and sitting there never need the goddamn money. A criminal, wicked and wicked. Now me I hear this.
Views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the $1 trillion question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe-Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health Ministries. Mrs. Monroe-Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013 to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done.
People, look, one of our regular girls want go fund me. They have a big money for them go on the World Cup stage. Reggae girls stuck at Texas airport because them can't pay for them luggage. The reggae girls, yes, they have. It happened, people. Reggae girls stuck at Texas airport. Well, last year, year before, because them cannot pay for them luggage. Them stuck at the airport. Reggae girls, Sunshine girls and reggae girls, they all have the big money to go on the tournaments. All of the big money. Now we are about $1 trillion. The boy no care boy and boy no got jail.
Similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said
criminal them boy.
The Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, views as worrying the revelation that some government ministries have been unable to properly account for trillions spent over a 10-year period. Executive Director Jeanette Calder says the permanent secretaries must be called to answer. How was the money spent? That's the $1 trillion question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe-Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized.
So they might block the Auditor General. These people can't get to do them job. They might block the Auditor General. Integrity Commission under attack, man even get shot out of it. And some bunch of bandits we have a take away picnic birthright. Still they talk about politics, green and orange, and not stand up for the country. When they still talk about orange and green and not stand for the country. Put the country before criminals. Remember that. This is disgusting, you know. Not never left with them, that's on the road still, so look at my hospital people go down there. No MRI machine, no CT scan, no burn you, no equipment, no medicine. Them not money for this, not money for that. But here's the type of money when them think of for them, because they must think of for them why this gone in their pocket or wherever. Nah man. Our Prime Minister office. Nah man. Nah man, nah man, nah man. This can't go on. No man.
To go on. Right? And it's free.
The agency says that since the rollout, close to 900,000 applications were submitted. But as the agency moves rapidly into its digital transformation, reports of travelers encountering challenges prior to boarding their flights to Jamaica.
We have tablets at the airport. We have customer service persons.
Sorry about that, people. Went back too far.
Who are assisting the passengers who you say are not tech savvy.
Dollars was utilized between two ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health ministries. Mrs. Monroe-Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013 to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary. She says the issue begins and ends with the permanent secretary.
The permanent secretary needs to make sure that after 4 months when the year ends, she sends her report to Parliament to say, what have we done with the people's money? All right. When that don't happen, Delia, who's supposed to come and say, what have gone? The people who get the report.
Yes.
Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money. How much money we're talking about? Just a little bit under $700 billion. And that is a report that they have gotten every year for the last 10 years.
That's a healthcare,
up to $700 billion.
Healthcare alone, you know. No wonder we are sleep on floor and rats in the hospital. No wonder we not no bed. No wonder nurse man left and can't get paid. But money is a leak down one pipe gone somewhere. No man's land, no accountability land. A me money land. On top of that, the money with them confiscate from drug dealers, them I say, and the taxpayers' money. I don't know if them using that money as a ramping shop or whatever then people. Oh God. No man. I pay a thief in a jacket suit we have our people.
Yes. Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money. How much money are we talking about?
Listen.
Just a little bit under $700 billion.
That's our health care, people. That is our health care, That the people want to understand this type of money. People, the man them take everything, people, they not take a little bit. People if we got jail, if we go and pick the birthright of Jesus Christ, how they must get away. Them people must resign and go off into the sunset with them loot people. And they must go on an investigation and if we got jail people, I will snatch back, go and pick the birthright and come put it back in the coffers. Mighty God of Daniel. No, sir. Look when you got a maternity ward or them small and can knock out one wall and extend the wall. Look how long Conway Regional Hospital are going. It's a $10 billion in cost overrun. Conway Regional Hospital, $10 billion. National Work Agent, another $10 billion again in cost overrun. Misappropriation of funds, mismanagement, or just theft. Clarendon Alumina Production Limited, $100 million US at $15.4 billion. The country will never be better. Never tell us if it was for corruption, we could have Barbara Green Road from St. Thomas to Westmoreland people. What could have stopped it? We'd have the water, them promised us all these decades, the light, the good road. We'd have good job, people. Jamaica up, we could have fight crime, because police could get the tools to fight crime. Teacher never have to leave after the island, because we have the money to pay the teachers and give them good raise. But then rather the money gone somewhere else rather than give a teacher raise. Police could get better raise so they're more motivated to go fight crime. Police never got 10 years without a uniform. Police never walk on parade with them boot a flap. Police never struggle so. They live in a container as a workshop. Police, you have to take taxi, go up and work. Them and a thief, everything. And the people suffer. Here, be a scandal in the country and this a party.
15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive
people that talk about the Prime Minister on the declared asset. This year is going to be the 3rd year where the Prime Minister statutory declaration cannot be verified by the Integrity Commission. You know okay with it in summer, you know? You know okay, you don't find a problem with that. Man, no, sign a code of conduct. The man asset cannot be declared. This year, 3 years in a row, Jamaica. Only they are firing. You don't know better than that. But all of them are sitting there and go on. How many assets are declared? You have 6 in there with illicit enrichment, where the Prime Minister himself help hide by putting gag hard upon them and his wife over there. So I would call it interfere with justice. I would call it interfere with justice. A man with a declared asset, you are going to film office. Now what they can't declare asset?
How was the money spent? That's the trillion-dollar question being asked by Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis. In a Gleaner article, it was revealed that the Auditor General's department is being hindered from independently assessing how more than $1.6 trillion was utilized between 2 ministries and the Office of the Prime Minister, OPM. Those ministries are the Education and Health ministries. Mrs. Monroe Ellis noted that for 9 fiscal years, spanning 2012-2013, to 2018-19 and 2021-2022 to 2022-23, Parliament approved $902 billion, representing 13.7% of the national budget, to manage and administer public education in Jamaica. However, no appropriation account was done. It was a similar case for the Health Ministry, which Parliament had approved $695 billion to. The Auditor General said the accounting officer in the ministry submitted 15 of the 22 appropriation accounts for financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-23, but those did not meet the standards for submission. As for the Office of the Prime Minister, 3 appropriation accounts representing an accumulated budgetary allocation of approximately $12.02 billion are outstanding. Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, Jeanette Calder, says based on the revelation, the country has been left in a quandary. She says the issue begins and ends with the permanent secretaries.
The permanent secretary needs to make sure that after 4 months when the year ends, she sends her report to Parliament to say, what have we done with the people's money? All right. When that don't happen, Delia, who's supposed to come and say, what are gone? The people who get the report.
Yes.
Who are those? Are parliamentarians. So we have parliamentarians, for example, the Ministry of Health, for 10 years has not told our parliamentarians, told our Auditor General what they have done with our money. How much money we're talking about? Just a little bit under $700 billion. And that is a report that they have gotten every year for the last 10 years till it add up to $700 billion. What is the work our parliamentarians are doing for us?
She says what needs to be done is for citizens to understand the accountability framework, because only then will people be truly held accountable for the crisis facing the country.
Who do we call for? The first time something goes wrong.
People, the politician. And then we call for the first time something go wrong, people. People, this is sad. This is sad, people. This is very, very sad. See me tell you that. Thief all the money, but you want the youth them for sacrifice. Work hard. And what about service? What we say, people? I just say, tell the youth them to do this and do that. But them never sacrifice. Then take 300% raise. You see? 300% raise them take. Yeah, man. 300% raise them take. Yo, brother, I'm alive, you know? I talk about the trillion dollar takings there.
You live?
Yeah, man, a $1 trillion thief in me. I talk about the missing and misappropriation of this all money over the 10 year, bro. And that me there talk about.
Boy, this is unbelievable. Hey. And one thing can say to Jamaican people, not getting agitated and getting up to take to the street, protest peacefully. It's not waking up, not now waking up. There's nothing right about all waking up. Jamaican people was one of the vibrant people in the world. Everywhere you go to the world, we talk about Jamaican people. And we become numb. We become useless. We become numb and useless to criminal and thief. It's a norm. It doesn't affect nobody. It seems like it doesn't affect nobody at Jamaica anymore. People just take. Just
take
$1.6 trillion cannot account it for. Just 1.6 trillion.
More than 1.5 trillion. Plus you have the bank and deplete the citizens their money. Plus you have the bank and deplete the citizens of Jamaica money. Nobody now come tell you what go on. You have the bank and work on the people, them seeing we everybody are tech.
What, Carl? I'm going to call it 2 election. Just, Prime Minister, call it 2 election. Just call both elections, sir. Just call both elections. I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm ashamed to be a Jamaican. I'm ashamed to be a Jamaican in a foreign country. I'm ashamed. This is a disgrace. I'm ashamed to be a Jamaican.
It's bad, man.
A handful of man who the country at ransom. A handful of that man, some thief in boy.
A handful of thief in boy who the country at ransom. They say that.
Hey, this is unbelievable, man. And your bar, the lady from doing her job, she can't investigate. You're on the bar.
Yeah, man. Bar, Prime Minister and Tufton. A bar, the woman for do them job. A pure corruption in the Prime Minister office. Pure corruption in the office, boss. Be a corruption in the office and Jonas. Me shame and embarrass.
Me say, I'm Andrew Holness to stop go round and say my Prime Minister, stop talking to the kids youth in Jamaica. Just do the right thing, call election. You have no moral authority. We talk to nobody.
Talk about destroy. We are destroying brand Jamaica. Me could talk about who are destroy brand Jamaica, the man. Look, the man.
Hey, the man go repaint the Prime Minister's office, man. The man stay in the office.
Jaja.
This man is a disgrace to Jamaican people.
Yes, man.
This Prime Minister is a disgrace to Jamaican people, man. I swear to God, I want to come to me high and the news, man. I want to come to me high and can't believe say people are so wicked.
What about
look
that,
at the
man?
hospital, look at the roads, we don't have nothing. Huh?
No, cooperate to investigate.
Not spend so much money, not spend all the money. And the Prime Minister come out and say, boy, we don't spend no money because we are putting on the budget. Oh my goodness, God Almighty.
Yeah.
People are wicked, man.
And the man that talk about so we spend the most on this and we spend the most on that when the whole time nothing I spend. Cause the man come tell us say him not spend nothing pan nothing because man bring down the budget. Me don't know why he must say that for now. But because he not do no work all this time, so he must say, boy, that's what I was doing with the money. He neglect everything all this time. People don't me tell us say country like nothing now fix, nothing now work. Him when they come to this world for money people, so now he must tell we say him that try to bring down the budget and thank if parents sacrifice. Man tell the school people how the parents them sacrifice. It mean all no hungry, how no struggle, how no struggle for keep on food pan no own picnic the way my talk to table, how no struggle for send them come to school and pay them school fee, how no struggle to find their school clothes and buy them books and shoes. The picnic when my talk to how no struggle for them. He might talk about sacrifice, Mr. Gray. When him never sacrifice and take 300% raise, the money I tap out this year. This year, the money I tap out. This year.
And they don't need it. And the man don't need it. The man teeth trillions. They don't need it.
Need what?
Christopher Tupton come on national TV and said the money we might get him pay cannot help him. So if he come from the ass his mouth, the man must have thief, man. The man must have the biggest thief. The man must have take the money. The man say money we might get can't help him. Come, hey,
this need investigation, bro.
If this don't wake up Jamaica people, not now waking up. Numb.
See SSL there. I don't believe there's no investigation whatsoever going on at SSL. Them Nigel Clark come tell us say we must pay SSL workers them and keep utilities and stuff and on at SSL. So we never barred for the teacher, for the school, you know, the one school for disabled kids, you know, people, special need kids, you know. Him shut it down, you know, people. But him and him come out. Look, let me show you that we can disagree. They wanna hold on, disagree. They wanna come to us. I beg with $15 million. I take my money right now, you know. I pay SSL, you know. But SSL out of the blues find $11 billion to give back to people who money lost. Some of the people, we are paying $15 million. $15 million is a speck to $11 billion. Is that $11 billion giant? Why Mr. Clark come to we for $15 million knowing that SSL got money? People, they're wicked.
Who own SSL?
Lord Jesus.
They investigate them. Nobody no investigate.
I don't think no investigation go on.
No, Bailey. Nobody. The man gone free. The man, Mr. Jamaica. Boy, I
corruption.
Jaja.
They say they grab the one woman like the member said the woman they come out with a statement and say, and she alone rob SSL. She do it for the company. And she did it because the boss promised her something. The same boss that get off. The same boss that get away, you know, people. The woman at jail say, and she alone do it, you know, people. Did you know that them totally ignore the woman's statement and let off the boss?
She's stupid, man. She should have, hey, right now, today, she should have been free. Let's get America involved. Let's get America involved. And you write a written statement to America and them give you protection. And you think one of them go to prison. Just get America involved. But you take Islam lady say, oh, me, stupid lady. And she want to fuck there for her.
No, but no, in a regular country, Mr. Gray. If you get locked up in a jail, me you go up in a robbery or whatever, you get locked up in a jail. And you say, me alone, I try to cover for Carlos. When pressure take her in there, can it happen to a lot of people? You tell them, say, no, you alone, you know? Even though you already take the rap.
Yes.
You can always change your plea. I said, me alone, I want you. Carlos and then in the dead, he was the one who was the lookout man. He was in the car driving. I was behind me dead. Them a come for me. Them a come for me, brother. Then I go lock you up alone and say, no, sir, leave Carlos alone. We have someone already. So I'm going to hold you totally responsible for this crime. No, Mr. Gray, they might come create me up. So I wonder, oh, this is a case when the woman come back and change her plea. And the woman come say, demand the inner it to the Lego demand people. And as them Lego demand right in time for election, they about that 20 billion here. When Nigel Clark come to with it that day, come ask for $15 million. No wicked and wicked. People are wicked and wicked. Nigel Clark, wow, to keep the lights on and utilities.
The Prime Minister take people out of SSL before it collapsed. How much money the Prime Minister take out? Nobody not ask the Prime Minister. No media houses, nobody not ask the It's the Prime Minister. How much money you took out of SSL, sir? Where do you put it? Nobody not ask nothing. Nobody. It's a free-for-all country. Mr. Corruption come out like a norm. Corruption is like a daily job. How much we can take today? It's a daily job for the politician of Jamaica. It's a daily job. It's not illegal. It's legal.
Yep.
Can nobody now go to prison for it?
No.
$1.6 trillion. Over 12 billion Jamaican, $12 billion can be accounted for in the Prime Minister's office. 12 billion.
Billion in the people. Plus another $15 billion from cap, you know. 15.4 billion, you know, between him and Nigel Clark, you know, because the man take off the piece of mining there and put a Nigel Clark lap, you know. The man put cap on a Nigel Clark that a Trillion Alumina Production Limited. He take away that part of mining from the mining minister and give the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance is the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Mining is the Minister of Mining. Why you take a piece of the mining and give them, which is Clarendon Alumina Production Limited, and give to Nigel Clark and him and the mining minister, and all of a sudden we are hearing about this money I miss. No man, them people don't say not care. I'm rotted.
Money, Carlos.
A bad man.
The Prime Minister have every ministry in the office. I'm control every ministry, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, man.
He have every ministry in the office. The brother there. Father God, forgive me. I'm not lying to it, man. I'm talking truth to them, man. The Prime Minister, I hate seeing, man.
Yeah,
I hate listening speak, man. I never see a man with a really, a young man. The man lie, the man as a con artist, the man back in dunks. In limited man speech, man. Look how much to use them. Pay garbage.
Yeah,
man. If we got to call in center job and all type of jobs.
Well,
when we can't suit them Carlos.
Pay garbage, I tell you them, man. But fee pick them now, work with them a youth at work. Fee pick them and ask about salary first before service. Eh? But them get money first, my brother, and them say, okay, we're gonna work harder, we're gonna urge all the ministers on both sides to work harder, now that we get the loot. Wicked Jamaica people.
Well, I never said, hey, me know corruption in Jamaica before, but this are the corruption of all corruption.
Yes, man.
This Carlos, nothing come close to this corruption, man. What's going on this Prime Minister? I said the Prime Minister is a standing man. This is not a Prime Minister. He can't move nobody, he can't talk to nobody. Because everybody knows him is the top crook.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no respect for him.
It seems.
None of them he can't move. Come on, Carlos. Come back here and see what's going on, man. Anything come out against the Prime Minister party, he can't reprimand nobody. He can't talk to nobody. He can't move nobody. Because if he try, he must say, listen, no man, you have no authority to talk to me, you know. Remember, we have a secret. Just leave it as it is. I saw the country around. The country not...
Jamaica people. The man that could suffer, say my pay down debt, people.
Debt.
The man that could suffer. When I adapt how Barbados them do it, I know so them do it, people, them think about the people. The man that could suffer, claims him a pay down debt, while he might take 300% raise. Oh, please.
And I take so much. I take so much. Me say the man raise them people, they don't need money. Because the man might take trillions. They might take millions.
Hmm?
Cha. Cha.
But I hope the PNP can get up and talk, you know. Because I believe that the PNP too quiet. That's why all of them are liberty attack people. Now see what the PNP say about this. Never see what the PNP say about this.
Yes.
Never see what the PNP say about this.
If I want point now, some action have to take, man.
Yeah, man.
Some have to give.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's why we march, people. People, that's why we protest the other day. And that is the first of more to come, people.
And it will get big, and it will get bigger.
Yes.
With this revelation, it will get bigger.
It will get bigger. Because we're going to have more time to plan it. The plan is going to be a long time. When we announce it, to the date of the protest, it's going to be a big stretch. So everybody can fully get their time off them job. Everybody. No, we want it to be like months in advance. So everybody can get time to come to the protest. Because people are things like them and make a protest, people. They might talk about we are trying to make a country look better than a PNP. People look on them as sinting, yeah. Look on them as sinting, yeah. And the internet bring it to me, you know. And the make Jamaica feet. Look on them as sinting, yeah.
Them bar the woman for investigate. That hurt me, you know. Them bar the woman can't investigate them. Them bar her.
Yeah, man.
Them,
can't investigate corruption in Jamaica. Can't investigate corruption in Jamaica from the Prime Minister office. Top chopper. Can't investigate no corruption from the Prime Minister office. He man tough than the whole of them. After they put gag order upon Integrity Commission. Know this?
Know this. She can't investigate. She can't do her job. When people are, when Jamaican people are paid and turn tax money to keep her to do her job, she can't do her job.
Nah, man.
Them bar her.
Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man.
Wait. Jamaica is not a third world country. I think I was 6th or 7th world country. This can't happen nowhere else in the world. Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else in the world. I don't lie. Is that the people are dead and then stop doing it, you know? Me say, they're not going to stop because the people sit down. And in Jamaica, they don't hide corruption. You know why? Because they don't get locked up. Politicians are above the law, so why hide corruption? I can let corruption tie down on top of my pickup truck before my house, get up to our man, drive away corruption, go put it somewhere else. I can leave corruption by the side of the road in Jamaica. Who's going to arrest me? That's why it's not hard to investigate them crooked politicians in Jamaica. Because they don't hide nothing. Who's going to arrest them? There's corruption in plain sight. That's how them roll.
Who going to arrest them? Google Gaga. Well, I put Google Gaga there. And this man can't control himself. The man put everybody around him. He ain't touch nobody can. He untouchable. The man unpick everybody around him. Carlos. The Prime Minister unpick everybody around him. I understand what's good. Like,
he put a wall.
Let's see what's going on.
He put a wall around himself.
Man build a wall around himself, boy.
Jaja.
But me said, hey, that day will come, man. That day will come, we see them up and get bangled because it have to start from top. From both sides. If no wrong with Jamaican people money and a full time, a long time is going. But social media is here. Carlos is here. We alone from them is here. Rattigan them is here to do the great job.
My God.
And them will continue to do the great job.
No, stop. No, stop.
The fire keep burning, man.
Because they always give you content, bro. Me never ask them for this $1 trillion news. 1.6 people, 1.6 trillion, you know.
$1 trillion over a 10-year period.
1.6 trillion, the people more than 1.5 trillion, 1.6 now 1.5 trillion in the people. No, we can't write them figures there, you know. Where is so big? Gone in the people. And the Prime Minister.
When the Canada Hospital done, it will cost over $28 billion. Watch. Listen to this figure when they put out. It will be about 18 billion. I didn't done it. Listen to this figure when they put out. This great, it's why?
It's called kleptocracy.
People sit down, and you can even understand how the money I spend.
I found the money people might take. I found the money might take people. Offshore account and buy property of foreign and them yacht. People, I feel money them take. You grant pick the money. You know by that way? You know by that no? No, Carlos, me still a vote for him no matter what you say. Me blood run green and my granny used to vote for them, so.
Yes. Yeah, man, me come and see my great grandmother a labor, right? Me come and see my great grandfather a PMP. So me blood run this stupid. Back a wall. Back of the class. Dark days, baby. This is civilized time. Wake up, Jamaican people. Both of them do so. Both of them put in this dilemma. Both of them vote for issues. Don't vote for clerks. Prime Minister man when use clerks and win election. Me talk about and tell people and say, no go so. Me say them use clerks, booty.
Yeah, man. My yo, man, I tell you, say, when me see this, man, I say, how I go in my country? It just like these guys don't care. It's like these men are taking everything and mash them, man turn over the country in the Caribbean Sea to backside.
Yeah, man.
Like the man just want to turn over the country in the Caribbean Sea. Non-stop taking people, and I can talk about the little chopper them alone and grab the little chopper them and send them go foreign, they say they quick grab the chopper them and send them on plane go so. And then we got prison. And them are the original chopper.
Carlos, when last year a report from the finance minister about SSL and the investigation and the people in from Crawl or what they want him from the UK where I have to. When last year anything from them, Carlos?
Nothing to hear from the man who promised us transparency.
Jesus Christ, God Almighty, boy.
Nothing we don't hear from him about regarding the banks that we are take people money. The banks, them, you know.
Eh?
The banks, you know, people. Every day.
Jamaica collapse. The financial sector in a collapsation. It's in a panic mood.
And then when we go, cashless, then we go put them on that sort of number when they go suck out everything. Remember the old man, you know. The old man never have no footprint per line, you know. A booking can go in a bank, you know, use ATM and you know, getting cash and go home, you know. The old man, you know. The 105-year-old man, you know.
Audit.
So they can rob him. And now they want to talk about him and go cashless and people. I set you up. Because see, nobody no busy with me right now. People money I get take out. So whatever go cashless and all our money I get swipe out. Nobody no busy with.
I was talking to my boss. I said, why you don't run a business in Jamaica? I tell you a period, I call and tell her. And the man said, Dwight, are you crazy? I said, what do you mean? He said, look at the chaos in the bank down there, man. There's no banking system. What about my money?
Wow.
Oh, shame.
No must.
I try to investment down there, the man said, not 9 million each, boss. No. What about my money? I was shame, Carlos.
It's embarrassing, man.
A big top company I talk about when we work with billions of dollars with the money make.
When me and Trillion say in a recent report say people must come to Jamaica and invest. And when we go into the comment section, that was the main thing. Most of the comments were talking about banking. Banking. You must say come invest. And in the paper where you see that, where Trillion talk about come invest, go look and see what people are talking about and I'm concerned. Almost every comment.
The banking, man.
All right.
It's Mr. Jamaican collapsation. Jamaica collapse. And nobody cares. Nobody cares, man. The Prime Minister no talk about it. The Minister of Finance don't come out and say anything. Say, this everything is nothing. It's free for all, my son. My friend. Free for all.
See the case of NEPA with the man with the construction building there. And then fire, they put the police, they put the man by interdiction with the inspector. Who go first? Who bring it to light? Who brought it to light? Jesus Christ. Never NEPA in our prime minister office, you know.
Yeah, of course. Why do you think owners get at the contract if it be like that? Everything I run through private Andrew Wallace's hand.
Everything.
Every ministry. We would have a separate ministry when national disaster like hurricane and storm and come on everybody and then come out. A prime minister had we know.
Yeah.
The prime minister, you know about storm, you know about
yeah, man.
God. The man discontinued it. He shut it down.
Yeah. We used to have somebody else that give poor people a house. Because if I says, man, poor people used to get house. Now him take away the job from that there's somebody, I him a give key now.
I'm a key. Eh? I watch a video one night in a mud. Late at night, I see him now. He said, Jesus Christ.
PR stunt that.
Why I have to go, man. And it's rain. I have to go and give this lady this house. Listen, which prime minister I do with this man I do? I give you one of your house. Which prime minister?
None.
Why advisor?
We're like a
Who
clown.
advise this man?
Jaja. But the people, we as the people have to stand up. That's the way they. Now FBI in Scotland Yard now come. All my years from my boy, them the name the mirror throat. Yes. From my boy.
Yeah,
why we sit down and don't fight?
They now come.
We have to put it to them people. More protests is coming. Una Jamaica need to get together and stand up against corruption people. A trillion people. $1 trillion. A man of the claim asset people. The man of the claim asset.
3 years now. 3 years. Around 3 years now, the Prime Minister declaring asset. No sign of code of conduct. None of them even, not even one for the innocent. But them busy by the Prime Minister, they're going to catch me. Not even one. And the man even sign the code of conduct. Not even one.
Yeah.
People. Almighty. And them people that still talk to people who talk about integrity and this and that and
no man. I talked before all the kids them. A Prime Minister declared asset that they're supposed to go to school, go talk to the kids them.
No time, sir.
He shouldn't even go to the school, go talk to the kids them. They sign a code of conduct. Youths who go to school sign a code of conduct. This one sign a code of conduct in a declaring asset. And they go talk to the youths them, telling them say service over pay. And years of service don't mean more money. Boy. Eh?
The Prime Minister in short, in limited words, man. I'm telling you a long time. And mayor reason after I said this Prime Minister and when I brought this one, you know.
Oh. Especially when you have a piece of paper before him. He talk pure nonsense, man.
He's struggle for words.
Yeah, man, struggle for words, man.
Struggle for words.
I've seen that a long time, you know.
Struggle for words, man.
Nonsense.
I catch bread with that nonsense. The people, all I can say, I'm going to leave it like this to you guys. Let's make it sink it in tonight. $1.6 trillion can be accounted for. And then bar the lady from the word job. Bar her. That means no investigation, nothing go on.
Yeah, man. And it should do, should do my corner up to like when you do integrity commission Monday.
Okay.
No, man.
Better be careful. Because Jamaica run. This government, boy, them arrogant, them full of themselves.
Yeah.
Them believe in themselves. Them never do nothing wrong. Then don't take blame. They never say sorry. You can't too big to say I'm sorry. We make a mistake.
Yeah.
You cannot. You go far away.
Yep. But I hope the people can open their eyes and see what going on if I think about the future of the country and the picnic and just man and party and green and orange shirt to the love.
Yes, sir.
Looking at what going on, people. At 1.6 trillion.
The Prime Minister's office is messy. The office is a messy office, man.
Yeah, man.
The Prime Minister's office is very messy.
Need a proper investigation.
Yes.
You need a proper investigation.
Yeah.
Need a forensic. Every man need a forensic dig up. I believe if Jamaica is going to move forward, if even a new Prime Minister, I think to move forward, we need a forensic everywhere. You have to stop the bleach. You have to stop the leaking first before you can put water in the bucket.
Yeah.
Because if you put water in the bucket and pay a hole and leak it out, and the same thing again.
It's still all leak out.
Yes, need forensic to shut off all the leaks. Send over to prison, take back the funds. Because enough things they have on the TV when we get back, you know. Enough loot them sit up on the brother.
Why? This is not poison for everybody at Jamaica, man. The Prime Minister throw poison for everybody.
You see it? My brother.
Throw poison for people. One love.
Bless up yourself, my brother.
Keep the fire burning. I love the show.
Man, respect the
brother. It's a better fresh air, man. You are straight down the middle, man. No left, no right.
No, man.
And that's what we needed. That's what we needed now, man. Too much orange and green. Stop see orange and green people.
Country.
See the future, man.
Yeah, man.
See the country, man. It's a beautiful country. I see Jamaica that, you know. Every time I go around, people want me cuss bumbo clad. When I go Jamaica and cuss it, they lock me up.
Mm-hmm.
Language, what actual language? We can't cuss it at Jamaica. They lock me up.
Where they are, people are cuss bad. They want to cuss you up here, sir.
Let me say, every Carlos has to go to work a morning time. And that greet me.
We know, man. We know, man.
People, the power, the word Jamaica, it's a brand that, man, only we know or we are destroyed. And it's a handful of men are destroyed. Wake up, Jamaica. That's all I'm going to say. Time for us to wake up, man, and take it back.
God, no, man.
We are vibrant people. We don't keep up with stupidness. We don't keep up with bullshit. Stand up, Jamaica. Stop the green and stop the orange, man. Please.
Jaja.
I'm begging you.
And the
From
life.
my heart. This news today shake me, man. Shake me. I cannot believe.
1.6.
This is unbelievable. This is wow.
The brother, when I think say you get a bad news, the next one comes say, "Chow the last one a full news."
Yes. It's non-stop.
Non-stop.
Minister of Education. I just say, well, I'm money. I said, the people them thief from Minister of Education. I said, them are rob the poor people. Them are rob the youth. Them education. I said, them are bleed the system.
Yeah, man. Everything I take, man. Everything I take. Yeah, Ministry of Health. Everything I take. Top 10 office.
Yeah, man.
And them a bar the woman for do her job.
Yeah, man. Bar the woman for that's a part. Bar the woman for do her job. Bar her. Christopher Tufton take much million about marking me. I tell people how to live, I talk about how you live healthy. And you not no money to buy food.
Damn. Remember, man? Remember that time that
Jamaica people, it's not a joke, but it's serious.
Remember that a big scandal in about in Jamaica, and I said, "Cha, I know not that, bro." In some country, if I left office, you know.
Carlos, please listen that, Carlos. Chacha, me say, corruption in Jamaica is come like a daily work. It's like it's legal. Then do anything because they're not going nowhere, they're not going to prison. But you look at you, then we chop a line, then them brand them, then send police to them, and them are the chop, them are take billions, and it be protected by the system.
Yep. Protected by the system fully.
One love, brother.
My brother.
God bless you.
Manners and respect. Thank you for coming on, my brother. Come burn a fire. Talk later here. Blessings, my brother.
All right, Jack.
Yeah, man.
Blessings, man.
Yes, people. When you are going there, $1.6 trillion. I will pick the money that them gone with. But you know what? As usual, people, we have to go wise up and stand up. Them not stop. What for money them taking the people? Look on the roads, look on the hospitals. No equipment to save life like MRI machine, CT scan, burn unit. And there's no interest to put them in there. You don't hear them talking about these things, that we're going to put these things in hospital. When you hear them say we're going to spend money, do this, we're going to spend money, do that. But you never hear them talk about them and put these necessary equipment in hospital. You never hear them say that. No. These guys are some wicked guys. 1.6 trillion. 1.6 trillion. Those are about $15.4 billion from CAP. The same part of alumina and mining that Andrew Ones take and give Nigel Clark for oversee. I don't know why they would remove that from the mining minister and give to the finance minister. Now we're here, all this type of money. I miss $100 million US dollar, that is $15.4 billion. People them do it so bad. National Work Agency, same allegation coming from over there. $10 billion in cost overrun and all type of nonsense. Conroe Regional Hospital, same allegation coming from over there. Another $10 billion. And they've not done yet. So that figure they still a go up. Remember that. People, it's sad how they treat Jamaica like their own personal piggy bank. It's sad how nobody go to jail for them tear up with country people. It's sad. You and I over here so no better as a politician got jail for less than that. It's sad, people. I know one day they have to go pay because God don't like ugly. You can't expect for the poor people so and just run out of the room and just gone so with the loot and things and so this thing and go. No man. You can't afford to deal with poor people the way you treat poor people in Jamaica and deal with poor people thing and think that's how it go. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video. As usual, I'm a student in the class, you know. Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on this platform and you like the work, people, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook. If you don't like comment, please don't come on my page. No trouble in a bag of doodle. You know, in an video, I'm no trouble, you understand? You know, no issue. Just hit the button and find another page with a rage. People, thank you guys for watching this video. Jamaica to the world. Jamaica may defend people. In my word, a Jamaica may defend. Not no man and no party. That don't mean nothing to call us. We love my country. I want to preserve it to the next, for the next generation. So right now we need to defend our picnic birthright. We can't make everybody achieve it. But go to your bed tonight and think about $1.6 trillion. And write it out and see how many zeros that have. See how big that is. Gone. Blocking the investigator from doing their job. Prime Minister office and Tufton office. The office of the Prime Minister is blocking investigators. Just like when they block in the name of the sixth son. Wife will block it there as a speaker. Interference with justice. This man is unfit to be a security guard. I even work at McDonald's. Thank you guys for watching this video. Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.